All right, so today we're going to be making some mittens, and we're going to be using shapes to make some patterns on those mittens. We're going to be tracing our hands for the shape of the mitten, but we're not actually going to be touching our hand as we go around. We're just going to use it as kind of a guide when we draw around our hand. So a mitten is, of course, something we put over our hands to keep them warm, but the thumb kind of comes out from there. So when I'm tracing my hand, I'm going to make sure that I have my thumb kind of sticking out. I have just a regular piece of paper. Grab whatever color, whatever size, as long as it's big enough to fit both of your hands on. If you have two separate pieces, that works too. So here we go. I'm going to put my hand off to the side of this because if I put it in the middle, I might not have room for my second hand, and I don't want to waste paper. So I'm going to put my hand off to the side. I'm going to use a pencil to trace. I'm going to move my hand down just a little bit because when I'm tracing, I'm actually just going to be going around to create the shape of the mitten. So I'm not actually touching my hand like I said before. So I'm coming in, I'm getting the wrist. Notice I'm not touching my hand. I'm actually going all the way around because that's what my mitten does. And then I'm going to scoop in around my thumb and then back down. So I'm following the shape of my hand, but I'm not actually tracing my actual hand. Hopefully you can see those lines. I know sometimes it's hard to see. Now, if I don't have room for this way, I could maybe take and flip it and do it this way for my other hand. This one's going to be a little trickier because I'm using the hand that I don't typically write with to trace. You can get a friend to help you, or just really try your best. So I'm going to do mine like this. I'm just doing my best all the way around, tracing. Whoop, little wobble, that's okay. Here we go. Try not to draw over your other mitten. Oh, I got a little wobbly there, but that's okay. So I'm going to start off with either a black crayon or a black Sharpie, a black marker, and I want to trace the outline of my mitten. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that now. All right, so I have my mittens. They're both going opposite directions, but that's okay because we can cut these out later. So I'm going to start putting in some patterns, and I'm going to use both organic shapes, which are the shapes that are kind of like a paint splot or a spill of the milk or flowers, an outline of a potato, something we might find in nature. And I'm also going to use those geometric shapes, rectangles, circles, squares, hearts, diamonds, those kinds of things. I'm going to be making a pattern with those shapes. So I'm going to go ahead and with my Sharpie right away start. You can start with your pencil and then trace with Sharpie. It's up to you. I'm going to start at the top, and I might make them the same and I might make them different. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to start with circles, and remember, a pattern is something that repeats. So here's a pattern of circles. Now, I could continue that, or I could get it to do something different. I'm going to put a squiggly line. Now I could then keep going and doing circles, squiggly line, circles, squiggly line, or I can repeat some other things in there as well. So I think I'm gonna make All right, so this is the end of day one. If you have any extra pencil lines and you can find an eraser, go ahead and erase any extra pencil lines that you might still have. Put your name on your paper. And hold on to this for tomorrow. We'll continue that tomorrow then. Thanks.